can see, the scene is absolute chaos after Mullerton's...
Looks like Dad's saving the White House.
Hello?
Guardians are there too.
Who are they fighting? Oh, Muller twins. Looks like we won't be getting breakfast together this morning. Bummer.
It's the White House, Mom. Kinda important?
I think we built that thing twice a year at this point. If it's not Doc Seismic, it's the Lizard League or someone else. I know the president still lives there.
I'm not too late. I'm gonna shower.
Not so fast. Come here first.
Let me get the spray bottle.
Now, let's get you out of that costume.
Boundaries, people. Bathroom doors are closed for a reason, and parents should never ever talk about sex in front of their kids.
You should be overjoyed to see your parents passionately expressing their love for each other. Now stop griping. Get ready for school.
Couldn't you at least wait until I leave the house? For college?
What were you thinking? Paris?
Actually, I was kind of pulling for that little cafe in Berlin. I'm jonesing for those sausages.
Oh man, you guys are going to Best Worst? I love that place.
You've got school. When your powers kick in, you can go on your own.
Salt on the wound, Dad.
They've got to be due any day now, son. Even the latest bloomers on Ultron will get their powers before what would be their 18th birthday. You'll see.
Don't get his hopes up.
Bye, have fun. I'll just go off. I'll grab him.
Hello. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm just hanging out, watching Invincible.
Yeah, just trying to break in these shoes.
I hope you all are doing well. Hope you had a wonderful weekend.
Muller twins attacked the White House. Nuts, right?
I saw.
I can't believe the Guardians of the Globe let them get that close to killing the president.
They didn't even get into the building. And Omni-Man was there too.
I did see the Batman, and
Way to root for the underdog. Big fan of the gang.
amazing. Such like one of, I think it was,
Sorry,
okay.
Okay. Straight stuff. You up with some flashbacks?
Dare I say, it was better than The Dark Knight.
Don't bring up that stupid job, man. Don't be that person.
Like, don't get me wrong, like,
Those things
Heath
aren't
Ledger's
sense.
Joker was
And they're doing seances.
absolutely amazing.
You're into the stupidest stuff.
But I think, like, Robert Pattinson's presentation of the Batman was just
Well, you are big and
spectacular. So if you haven't seen the Batman yet, I highly recommend it. You don't need to, see all the other previous Batman movies. It was just phenomenal.
Don't. Guys twice your size.
Maybe you could just sit back.
I know it like Pattinson definitely didn't seem like a good selection for the Batman and Bruce Wayne, but
I think
his
Amber's been pretty clear about how she feels.
rendition and portrayal of the character was just stellar, like absolutely amazing. So I highly recommend it. I'm definitely gonna go see it again because it was just so good. There's like so much happening that I want to like go back and like pick up on things that I didn't pick up on the first time. So yeah. Yeah. Hello. My favorite Batman? I think Tim Burton's Batman, so Michael Keaton, only because like he was just ruthless, just like ruthless. Like he definitely hurt a lot of people in a really bad way. But yeah, his Batman was super dope. And just like his universe was really cool. It was very much like the animated series, you know, which is really fun. But yeah.
I had a pretty interesting day.
And then, of course, next is, well,
God, a dragon was attacking Hong Kong.
next I would have to say Robert Pattinson's Batman. Definitely. And then third would be Christian Bale.
Powers.
Are you sure?
The best Joker,
Trash bag. Space.
Heath Ledger's Joker, of course. And then there is Mark Hamill's in the animated series.
Great. If you're up for it, there's some time tomorrow for training.
This is so exciting.
And then Joaquin Phoenix's Joker.
For sure.
And then, well, yeah. And then, shoot. Forgetting his name. Jack Nicholson's Joker.
Okay, son.
Yeah.
This is going to be a little awkward.
Thing.
Hey.
Hey,
How's it going?
good. Are you hearing all I'm saying and you can't resist to insert yourself into this fantastic conversation about mutual aid and whatnot?
I was listening to a little bit of it. But then I started watching Invincible.
Mhm.
And I was just showing that and talking about the Batman and my favorite Jokers and the favorite renditions of Batman. So that's mostly what I've been talking
Who is
about.
your favorite Joker?
My favorite Joker? I said the first one, ranking them, would be Heath Ledger's Joker. Second would be the Batman animated series, so Mark Hamill's Joker.
Okay.
Third would be Jack Nicholson's Joker. And then fourth would be Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. And then there are no other Jokers.
I could co-sign on that. I think I'd probably move Joaquin over Jack Nicholson just because it was just so he was just so well done.
Yeah,
It was
he
just
was.
so well played.
But like, I don't know. Like, I would like to see Joaquin Phoenix's Joker like in like a Batman. So
Right.
that's like the only reason why.
Yes. I can
Because
see
like you
that.
can't have the Joker
I can
without
see
the
that.
Batman. So
Sure. I can definitely. Which Batman would you want Joaquin Phoenix's Joker pitted against?
now Robert Pattinson's.
He's my new favorite Batman.
Yeah.
No spoilers though, because I think a lot of people haven't seen the new Batman yet.
Yeah. No spoilers, but I think so. My favorite Batman is still Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know a lot of people. I've had this conversation. It was I think it was like a No Nuance November where I was like, Val Kilmer is my favorite Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only because, like, he played both roles. I think he gave both characters enough airtime. Equal airtime. So
yeah, I've got a lot of people in the comments agreeing on Keaton and also disagreeing. But someone said, "Who's the villain in the new Batman movie?" And it's the Riddler. But Penguin is also in it, and so is the Catwoman. But she's not really. It's like her villain origin story.
yeah, she's more of a anti-hero.
Anti-hero.
Yeah, she's more of a yeah.
Mhm.
That'd be a really cool name for someone who wants to get a cool new handle. Anti-hero.
Anti-hero, yeah.
Yeah.
In coalition with Antifa.
Yeah. Anti-hero, like AUNTIE.
I like that idea. Good one.
Yeah. So yeah, like I was just watching Invincible, and a lot of people were like, "He got hacked," because like I was just showing the TV, and then I was like, I should probably say that I'm not hacked and I'm doing okay. Because everyone's like, "Are you safe?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm safe." So.
Yeah, it's this obviously nothing of any substance can be said, but I think folks definitely want to know that you're doing all right.
Yeah, definitely. Nothing of substance can be shared on my end. And I will leave it at that. And I'm doing well. I'm safe. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, next subject, because it happened right before all the drama, and I was interested in your take on it, was the Thanos and Joker villain conversation.
Yeah.
And just not only the basic who's more villainous, but really like what is a villain? What constitutes? What is the rubric for villainous status?
Yeah. So I think like what you're ultimately asking was like, is Thanos a villain? I don't think
Mm-hmm.
he is. I definitely don't
Why?
think he is, because at the end of the day, his snap was to save the universe from like consumption. Um, and his efforts, although very, like that was his goal, like to save the universe from itself. Like, yeah. And then the Joker, obviously, like just wanted to see the world burn, as, um, Alfred eloquently put it. Um, so I think at the end of the day, Joker is more villainous. Um, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. And so then that came out with the like, is Batman really a hero?
Huh. I mean, no. I was like, he didn't stop the Joker like the citizens of Gotham did. Um, Batman, like accidentally allowed the Joker to take Rachel, to take Harvey, almost take Jim Gordon, um, and then of course like himself. So it's like Batman wasn't the hero; he was just there enough to like kind of slow down the Joker, to the point where like the citizens of Gotham, like even the prisoners of Blackgate, had an opportunity to be the heroes. Um, so yeah. Oh,
Yeah, and I mean his kind of like his motivation is very self-serving. Like
yeah.
he's very focused on his own personal loss, and that being the driving force behind confronting criminality while actively participating in Gotham's demise and lack of rebuilding.
Yeah. Yeah. What's your perspective on this?
On Batman's hero status?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I can't help but look at it through a capitalist exploitative lens. That like, that it seems like that not only is he a proponent of like of why Gotham is in the state that it's in, he's not doing enough in that respect. I also think that he is continually abusing people who are suffering from blight and scarcity and mental health issues. And it seems like he just goes around like fighting the mentally unwell.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Um, because
And
at the end of
he
the day,
himself is mentally unwell,
yeah.
but that's one of those things that wealth masks. Wealth masks criminality, and it masks like there's something I was watching recently that was talking about how like the pathology of psychopaths and antisocial personalities check all the boxes to be like a Fortune 500 CEO, to be in the C-suite of a company that makes billions and billions of dollars, that you have to lack empathy and be antisocial in a certain way. But because of credentials and wealth, it masks the behavior, and they're able to execute their exploitation in a way that's like that makes the money instead of just like killing people. They don't need to they don't have to shoot for such low hanging fruit because they have the resources to affect the lives of like millions of people all in one fell swoop. But their money gain, it gives them the same satisfaction as a serial killer, like taking out one individual. So I feel like Bruce Wayne is also mentally unwell, and that's not paid attention to because he's wealthy and therefore valuable.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like he literally goes out at night, puts on a cape and cowl, and yeah, personifies like his greatest fear, and tries his best to instill that in all you know, the gangsters and the evil villains of Gotham. Yeah. Um, and you're right. Like, if we are to like apply that thinking to like multi-billionaires like in today's society, it's true. Like, I don't think Jeff Bezos is like a hero. Like he has to step on so many people's necks in order to get to where he is and continue the ravaging of the earth in order to maintain his status as a multi-billionaire. Um, and
Does he
therefore,
employ millions of people? Yes.
yeah,
Does he make life convenient for all of us? Yes. Does Wayne Empire Industries? Yeah, right. Wayne Industries.
yep,
Do they do all those same things?
hmm,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And so it's like, um, yeah, like I think like folks who have that capacity to like step on the throats of millions of people in order to maintain or gain and maintain their status as very, very rich individuals
Hmm.
have to have some sort of like villainous
Yeah.
undertones.
So then in that respect, I feel like the parallel, I don't remember how it happened. It definitely happened through your post saying that Poison Ivy should be played by an indigenous um, actor. And that was what kind of brought the whole thing, because someone then made a comment about Thanos. So I think a better parallel would be like, maybe not even in the terms of, let's just keep villain, just to keep things simpler. Who's more of a villain, Magneto or Thanos? Because now we're talking greater good again. Magneto's not all bad in his way of thinking, even though he's also a genocidal maniac.
Yeah, I think like so Magneto wanted to usher in this new wave of mutants and recognizing that they are the gods of the new world. Uh, Thanos didn't believe that he, as a Titan, was the god of the new universe. So I think Magneto might be the greater villain in this case.
Got everyone. So Magneto is vengeful. Between those, Thanos is the bigger villain. Why, Aaron? Why do you think there are 4 people saying Thanos? Why Thanos?
Why
Because I
Thanos?
think also the fact that Thanos was indiscriminate in who he was down to eliminate, whereas Magneto was very one pointed. Like there is a supremacy between the mutants, the quote unquote mutants, the abled and the regs and the muggles, if you will, which I think gives him more of a villainous because he had a clear distinction. Is very very black and white. Magneto, destruction of weaker people in particular, is more dangerous. Yeah. Magneto wanted to help the mutants.
Yeah,
Thanos don't give a fuck.
yeah,
But yeah, but he gave a fuck about half the universe.
he did. Um, and that's the thing too. Like Thanos felt remorseful after he was successful when he snapped half the universe out of existence. Like they depicted him picking his farm, his field,
Right.
and being really sad and looking off
Yeah.
like the middle distance.
Yeah.
And of course, he was obviously like very sad when he had to sacrifice Gamora for the um, might no Soul Stone.
Soulstone.
Yeah. So it's like he did have like those feelings. Like he did have like
Whereas,
this.
like, are you saying like Magneto didn't want to take, he didn't really take pleasure in subjugating
Yeah,
the,
I mean, he didn't care. He didn't mind. Like
yeah,
he knew, well, he believed that like he was of a superior being compared to the Muggles, and was willing to like ensure that mutants were on top.
on top, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
so way off topic, my favorite villain was Ultron. Ultron was definitely onto something. I don't disagree with that, but Ultron being sentient AI, being designed by a human being, I don't know. Puts it in a different category for me. Like Ultron, like I feel like to be a villain, like both Thanos, Magneto. Well, I guess Joker didn't really advocate for anybody. I don't know. I'd have to sit with that one. Ultron being the ultimate villain.
No, because like Ultron was the accumulation of like just um, Tony Stark's ego, and I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's programmed.
He was, yeah, he was built.
He was built, and also his response was like because of how we are. It wasn't through his own mission. It was like Ultron's observation of the track record of humanity could only mean that the best thing would be to get rid of us. So
Exactly.
it's almost like he was our own creation. He was like Tony Stark's own creation, but also it's through our own activity. So in that case, human beings are the villains because without us, Ultron would have never even
Exactly.
came to that conclusion. So humanity at large being the most evil.
Yeah, he was just like the bad reflection or the ugly reflection of humanity. Because instead of coming to the conclusion that he needed to create, you know, systems to like uplift humanity, he was just like, there's no point.
Mm-hmm.
It should just be ended entirely. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you watch Marvel as What If?
I watched most of them. I think I didn't watch all of them yet. So
Yeah, the last two.
the last two,
The last two were so
I
good.
have to check it out. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like a spoiler. The actual title of it is "What If Ultron Won."
Mm. I'll check
Yeah,
it out. Yeah. I haven't like dedicated enough time to the What If Marvel series yet.
it's
So
good. It's
I'll
good.
check that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And some folks are saying Doctor Strange is coming out in May.
Mhm.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Doctor Strange is like my favorite of the latest MCU movies. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. I think I definitely like the like it's so expansive. Like I think that all the Avengers, yeah, I brought in Thanos. He's another worldly creature. We always knew there was other universes and stuff, but like I just feel like the manipulation of the universe in terms of magic was very interesting. I like the Ancient One and the Dormammu, like that whole narrative, drawing power from darkness or immortality and the different ways that that can play out. Like she thought that, not thought, she was doing it for the greater good, but that could also be, manipulated for bad. I really like the just the sling ring portal special effect thing. I loved. I like that he's cocky. I like the cape. I just like that character.
Yeah. I mean, like, I guess I didn't give him that much of a thought. Honestly, I was like, oh yeah, cool. But now that you like mention it in that way, maybe I did sell him a little short. Um, yeah, he's definitely very cool. Um, I think that like I don't know. I was surprised that like he still got beaten in his own little mirror world or whatever he called it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think I give him props for like being super dope, but then like
Like a phenomenal thinker. He's just like a great mind anyway. Because like to come up with the whole like time solution to like trap Dormammu and negotiate with him, like that has nothing to do with the casting the spells and having access to that kind of magic. That's his own brain. So I think like Doctor Strange in and of himself is just a brilliant mind.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be really cool to see him and Wanda come together and like do some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
Um, because yeah, I also like for the first couple episodes of WandaVision, I was like, why am I watching this? And then it became more and more clear as the series went on, and you really began to understand like her power and like her ability to just be a super badass. Because
Mhm.
I think like they didn't give her enough um, airtime during like the Avengers, because she was
Definitely.
always kind of like a side character. So
Sure.
now that she's actually like a super powerful
Yeah.
individual, it'll be
And they
cool.
also introduced her in a very much in like a victim sort of way that was like, I lost my whole family, and this is my brother, and we're just like kind of these orphan things. I feel like they didn't introduce her like as someone who is as powerful as she is.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And so like now to see her like be elevated to this like a very powerful, you know, hero in the Marvel universe is really dope, and I'm really excited to see what they do. Um,
Hey, advocate for change. You can just fucking leave then. Put the Z's up. If this is boring you, like literally nobody is keeping you here.
yeah,
Fuck. Like,
yeah.
why even
My
say
side
that?
is my side is pretty cool on this end.
No, it's been cool, and that's me latching on to the negative. There's all this positivity that's coming through, and I'm watching it. I'm seeing you guys talk to each other, and I saw the one bad thing, and I jumped on it. But fucking a, dude, like nobody needs your Z. So what? You sent me a Z emoji. What does that mean? Like, oh, Lance, we got to pick it up. We're
yeah,
losing them.
this one guy is
One
bored.
guy doesn't want to talk about this. Like,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. No, we don't always have to talk about race and.
No, we don't. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that reminder. What else is coming out? So Doctor Strange is coming out. Is there anything else on the horizon?
I thought no, Moon Knight.
Hmm.
I don't think I know enough about that character. I think I need to do some research in order to like have a better understanding of what their story is. But
Mm-hmm.
it seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um. With
Morbius is coming out.
if you were to procure one Infinity Stone, which one would you want?
Hmm, that's a good question.
It is a good question.
Uh, hmm. Not gonna lie, the Time Stone seems pretty cool.
That's the first one I thought of.
Yeah,
Times
yeah,
or the Mind Stone, because that's the one that you like. You can create an entire. You can just alter people's reality, right? No, which one was the one where they? Because that. Which one is the one where he like they got to the collector and they thought it
yeah.
wasn't all burned down? Which stone was that did that?
Shoot, the Reality Stone.
The Reality Stone. Yes, the Reality
Yeah,
Stone.
yeah.
Someone just said the the Womb Stone.
The Womb Stone. No, not
Yeah, the
the
Reality
Womb.
Stone would be pretty badass because like yeah, you can just make someone think that they're being like make someone think their skin's being peeled off of their body I think you can definitely always win if you control
Someone's reality.
someone's reality.
Yeah, yeah. No, the Time Stone would be like the first one. Just
Hmm.
like just 5 minutes from now. Just
Hmm.
um, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean, but what are all the stones actually now that I'm thinking about it? The Reality Stone, Time Stone, Soul Stone, Mind Stone.
shit.
Help
So
me out, guys.
there's six.
There's
The what's the red one?
I thought there's only five.
The Power Stone, wasn't it? Space Stone. Yeah. The Ether. Yeah. The Ether
Oh,
Stone.
the ether.
Space. Yeah, because like there's five on each finger, and then there's one in the middle of his
Right.
face.
Yeah, time, space, reality, mind, soul, and power.
Yep.
Thanks,